Hey guys, welcome back to BKR Travel. Today's video we're going to be talking about Indian trains and the Indian railways and effectively how to book a ticket as an international tourist, as a foreigner, right? Because it is a little bit of a process, man. Now look, granted, I'm going to put this out there beforehand. I am not in India yet. No, I have not actually gone there just yet, but I have just booked a train ticket from Amritsar to Agra, and it was a little bit of a process, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a bit of a process that I feel like a lot of people will get confused with, and it took me a while to get around it, and there were a few troubles. It is India, right? You're gonna come into troubles and you're gonna come into hurdles, but they're actually... Well, on this website alone, obviously, I can see everyone on Reddit talking about the troubles within India for foreign tourists and how to kind of jump over those hurdles. But look, it is easy to get around, okay? And it is a bit of a process, but let's get into it, right? Because I've just done one, and it looks like it's booked now, and it looks like it's confirmed. And I'm going to run you through the process of kind of what I had to go through, okay? So the Indian Railways is the main form of transport between the big cities, right? So if you're getting from Delhi up to Amritsar, or like I said, Amritsar to Agra, and I've got multiple trains to book. As you guys know, I'm going to be there very, very soon for about 3 months. So I've done a whole bunch of research, and now I'm starting to kind of put together some bookings. I'm not kind of that traveler who can just go, and I guess this is because BKRsport, and I have a YouTube channel where I have to stream games and have to be quite more prepared than, say, a backpacker who can just pack up shop and head over and just book on the day kind of deal. I have to be a lot more prepared. So when I've done a little bit of research in regards to train tickets and whatnot, getting in between, because there is flights, you can fly, but I also want to be a part of it a lot more, and flights are great, and I may take a flight some point throughout, but I do feel like being on a train just is a lot more a part of it. You get to see a lot more of the countryside, you get to see a lot more places that you wouldn't necessarily travel to, and not from all the way up in the air. You're right there and you're amongst the people, right? So that's kind of how I feel, and I'm looking forward to it. Even though it's a 16-hour journey, specifically this one that I'm talking about, that is to Agra, which is where the Taj Mahal is, I'm looking forward to it greatly. It's going to be a journey, that's for sure. But the IRCTC is the way to go. Now, when you jump onto the website, this is what it looks like. However, I'm Australian, so I'm in Australia. I couldn't actually get onto this website unless I jumped onto a VPN, which I'm on right now, and put myself into India. I don't know why, because you actually can do things as a foreigner through this website, but it just wouldn't let me get onto it unless I was on a VPN. So do keep that in mind, that if you're looking to book tickets, and I'm also going to say, there is a lot of people that make known on, say, Reddit or online, that you can actually go to the desk about an hour beforehand, and for foreigners, usually there are going to be seats, potentially. I can't really do that. I don't really want to risk that in a way, but if that's your kind of deal, then so be it. Apparently, it is still possible to get tickets in good classes, or I don't even know if it's good classes, but there is a specific amount of classes on trains here in India, but there is apparently a set-aside amount for foreign tourists, okay? So there is that option, just not what I can do, really, not what I'm really down for. I don't know, I just need to have things a little bit more sorted. So yeah, needed a VPN to jump onto the website. Now, as you can see here, I haven't logged in or anything just yet, because assumedly so, you wouldn't have an account just yet. So you do have to register, because if, let's for example go Amritsar to on the 19th of February to Agra Kant. You've got all your classes here. So just to quickly go over the classes here as well, basically from the top down is the top down is the best to the lowest, okay? So I will recommend going the higher options, but it comes down to your budget. It comes down to what you're looking for. And you're going to see on this channel, obviously subscribe if you're new around here, but you'll see very soon when I do some vlogs in India of the different class and the value that you find in each one. But look, for the sake of it, let's just go all classes. General, because you're probably not going to be needing any of those unless you're a lady, unless you're a female. And then you can train with available berth, sure, railway pass concession, flexible with date, person with disability. If you want to do any of that, then be my guest. So then you click search, and it's going to give you the timings for all the different trains. Now, usually you'll just click on refresh, and then it will come back with, say, waitlist here. and then you go down, and sometimes it won't come back with a wait list. Regret, I don't even know what that means, but I regret whatever that is. I'm going to take a guess and say that's not going to be available. I don't know. But red also doesn't mean a great deal, right? So you can see here on the Chhattisgarh Express, which is Amritsar to Agra, which is the one that I'm going to be going on, you can see that it's all available on these dates in AC first class. ACT2 tier, you've got a wait list on the Sunday, and again, I don't really know what these RACs and whatnot are. ACT third tier, which is the cheaper version. AC3 economy, you've got a wait list on the 22nd, and then the sleeper class, which I believe is the lowest version, the cheapest option, I believe. There's a couple of wait lists there, right? But this is for the 20th of February. So I'm currently doing this on the 2nd of February. Obviously, this is coming out for you guys a little bit later, but it's irregardless. It's just kind of showing you a date, right? It's just showing you kind of how to do it. So you can see there that everything is on a wait list. Well, not everything, but a lot of them are on a wait list, and that's 18 days away. So my advice, that's why I'm doing this now, my advice is to get ahead of the curve and to do it like a month earlier so that you can be confirmed. Again, being on a wait list is fine, but I'm feeling like, is WL17 meaning that there's 17 people ahead of you? Ooh, well that would be dodgy. But then again, I guess if you're a backpacker or a traveler, you're more than likely going to be able to be a bit more flexible with your dates. But the point is that, look, let's just go, and for the sake of it, let's go on click, where is it? We'll go click AC first class, and we'll go for the available on Monday the 24th of February. So that's 2,490 rupees, which would be, probably be just over, I'd say about $45-50 Australian dollars, 45 or so, $50 Australian. So you keep that in mind. That is for the best class. It's still quite cheap because this is a 16-hour journey. That's basically telling you right there how long the journey is, right? So then you go to book now, and you search down the night, yeah, whatever. Yes. So then, okay, so that's given me my login details and whatnot, which obviously you would not have. But book now, and then, oh my gosh, I tell you what, it gets annoying, this website, because it can be really jittery. It can be really jittery, okay? So we're going to get rid of that. And as you can see here, you need to either log in or you need to register. So you click on register, and then it will come with your username. You put in username, let's put username, I am awesome, that's 24. And then full name, Jik Joe. There you go. Jik Joe. We'll go with Jik Joe. We'll go, password is hallelujah 1. Oh, you need a capital. Let's just, for the sake of it, we'll go Jik Joe 1. There you go. With a capital J, because you need to have a capital. Jik Joe 1. I don't know what that name is, by the way. I'm so sorry. And the email can be jigjoe at, oh geez, I've just capitalized it, jigjoe@hotmail.com. And a lot of people say online that you need an Indian number to do this. You do not. However, this will mean that you will have to pay a registration, right? So international NRI users with ISD code other than 91 have to pay registration fees after successful registration on first login. Please note the registration fee for international users, 100 rupees. So for me, in Australia, that was $2.58 or something like that, Australian, just to register. And if you are an American, it's probably about $1.50 or something like that, right? So you've got to be aware that because you're coming from overseas and you've got a different phone number, that you will have to pay just this $2.50 or so AUD registration fee. Now, there is a problem with this, because when you go through and do it, there's no point me clicking submit and whatnot, because then I'll have to register the email and register the phone number, and also pay the $2.50 AUD. But the problem is that when I did it, and I did pay it, and I registered everything, I did my email, my phone, and then paid the $2.48, $2.58, whatever, it actually told me to do it again. So I paid it, and it said that you have to pay the registration fee. And I thought, well, I've already done this. Why am I needing to do this again? And I then emailed, because it was actually quite quick, I then shot an email through the service here on IRTC with the contact us, and I got a response back pretty much immediately, within like 5 minutes, from an actual person, which was awesome. That's really quick, man. 5 minutes, that's awesome. You don't usually find that in Western countries, so that's really impressive. Well done to India, the IRTC there. And they said, okay, try it again and just send us through the error if it's coming through again. And then I tried it again and it logged in. It was fine. It was sweet. It was good to go. Another thing, and I'm going to block out potentially where my booking is well, I'll block out the transaction ID number, because I don't really care if you know when I'm going and where I'm going, kind of deal. But when you pay for your stuff, there is an actual certain way you have to pay for it. You can't just click on like Apple Pay like you could over here, right? It's not as simple as that. You actually have to go. So we're going to quickly go through and try and book something here. So let's say we'll go from Delhi to Jaipur. We'll go Delhi to Jaipur we'll book it a month away just for the sake of what I'm talking about, for the 5th. All right, so let's search. So Delhi to Jaipur, AC first class, they've got available. Let's click on that. 1,825 rupees, okay? Which you probably have to pay a little tiny bit more for as a foreign tourist, but it's not too drastic. So book now. Yep, sure. Do you want to continue with it? Go for it. Now, you put in your passenger details, which I'm probably not going to do here on YouTube, to be fair. Let me get through this part, but let me show you overall kind of what it's about as you're going through the booking process here. So you've got your boarding station that it says New Delhi, departure at 7:55. Your boarding date is the 7th of March. It's a 3-hour 50 train journey up here to Jaipur that gets in on the 7th of March. So it's you get in pretty late at night, but it's fine. And then you obviously just skip this avail loyalty benefits. Put through your passenger details, your name, your age, your gender. It comes up with male, female, and transgender. You put in your country here, wherever you're from. But if you do that, then it will tell you that citizens of foreign countries are not eligible for travel insurance. Okay, so basically you won't pay the 45 cent rupees to get travel insurance of some kind. Catering service option, I didn't even get this in the other one, so this must be an actual food train. So you can, I guess, add in all of that. Your preference, lower, upper, cabin, and coupe. I have seen a lot more people say the upper is more private. This is what I put on my recommendation, and I put upper, but you probably should do more research into regards to that. And like I said, there'll be vlogs that'll show you more of that. Your passport number, I just clicked on it and it gave you my card details, so I'm not going to show you that part. And then you got your date of birth. Above that, you have the contact details section, which I'll have to remove because it's got my actual phone number on it, even though that's going to be useless as of probably when this video comes out. And then other preferences, I didn't even do anything with this. Reservation choice and preferred coach number, I don't even know. Okay, I didn't use that at all. And then payment mode, pay through credit and debit cards, net banking, wallets, Bharat, QR, pay on delivery, rewards and others. A convenience fee of 30 rupees, which is literally nothing, GST. Or you can pay through BHIM UPI, which I believe is something that is in India. But obviously you click on this one. Now I'm going to quickly go fill those details out and come across. I'm not booking this. I'm not going from Delhi to Jaipur. So no, I'm not booking this, but I'll just go up and fill it just so we can get to the next part. As you click on continue after pay through credit and debit cards and whatnot, it'll tell you the foreigner should carry the same passport while traveling. Also, I don't know in regards to how safe the food would be to eat if it's non-veg on these trains. So unless you've been there before, which if people have been there before, you can comment in the comment section below. I'm not aware of this, but I don't know how safe it would be for foreigners to necessarily eat that on the train. So I think the vegetarian option probably would be the way to go, but that's just me assuming. Again, I'm learning with you. Block out my passenger details here, but it gives you then everything here available. Jaipur, Delhi, 3:50 is the time, AC first class, all this kind of jazz. Onto the right hand side, I don't think it's on the screen that you can see, but the ticket fare is 1,825 rupees and then 35.40 rupees for the convenience fee. So it ends up being 1,860 rupees, right? Be $35 Australian. I would assume that'd be about $20, $21, $22 USD, okay? All right, so then you have to enter a captcha at pretty much every single point, man. Just so that you can prove that you're a human, even though I've proved that I'm human about 43 times. But let's click continue. And then this is the biggest thing to focus on. Again, you've got your journey summary over there, so you can continuously see what's going on, and you can continuously see you've clicked the right thing and done the right thing. But this was what confused me the most. You've got all these different payment options here, and it was quite confusing because I tried it multiple different ways. So I originally clicked on this one because I saw credit card, debit card, and UPI. This is with the IRCTC, okay? So you click on that, and then you can go through the entire process here. It shows you a whole bunch of things, other domestic debit cards, but I believe this is mainly just for Indian users, okay? So I went through it, I put in my card details, it didn't work, it sent me right back here. So I was like, okay, money's still in my account, hasn't been paid yet, but I'm right back here. So all good, so that's obviously not an option. And then I saw payment gateway, credit card, and debit card. And I thought, okay, surely it's got Visa, MasterCard, powered by HDFC Bank, American Express, Visa, MasterCard, powered by ICICI Bank, and then another Visa, Master. And I'm paying through a Visa card, okay? So I clicked on the Visa, MasterCard with this ICICI one, okay? I went through that, same thing as before. It just sent me back here, nothing came out of my account, didn't put all my details in, didn't tell me there was an error, it just sent me back here. And then I tried this one, and it didn't work either. And I knew that this wasn't going to work. And then I tried this one, and the same thing didn't do it. But I probably should have just read the other domestic debit cards, right? Should have just seen that. So the one that you've got to do is multiple payment service, which is actually how you pay for that registration fee at the start. And you've got credit and debit cards powered by Paytm. You've got this one by PayU, this one by Razorpay, this one by PhonePe, which is a big thing in India to probably download. We'll go through that in a later video. Amazon Pay Wallet, and then international domestic credit debit cards powered by Plural. I actually clicked on this one. I assume you probably could click on a few of these, to be honest with you. But I clicked on this one, went through the entire process, and I'm not going to do that now. But ultimately, that's the one that I used to pay for it all. And it ended up, you know, going through all smoothly. So this is a bit of a confusing screen. And I will also point out that the website can be quite confusing at first. And it is very jittery. It can log you out randomly. Like literally just out of nowhere it can log you out. But it's not too bad, you know. Obviously we'll find out when I'm there if that ticket has been done smoothly. We'll find out when I'm there. But for the time being, you know, everything's been put together and it looks like it's all good to go. So a little bit confusing at points, but you can also click on like specific. So apparently Anubhuti class is a very good class, but it's only on certain trains. I might try that when I'm going from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. I believe there is a train that has that one, but that's not on every train. I think it's only on certain trains. So usually you're going to find the AC first class is the top tier there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a real big journey, and you guys are going to come along with me. So I hope you're ready to rock and roll. But I think that's going to do us here for today's video, as I went through the process of how to book a train ticket as a foreign national going to India. I hope you did enjoy. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button if you like this content, and subscribe if you're new around here. I don't pretend to know that I know everything. I can promise you that I know nothing. I'm just trying to learn everything, but I'm never going to learn everything, but I'm doing my best to learn it, okay? So when I give you this advice, this is based off of the advice that I'm doing and what I've just literally done. Book ahead of time in regards to big Indian travel. I don't feel like the 5, 4, 3-hour journeys are that significant to book ahead of time, but I could also be wrong in regards to that, and I'll look into that soon. But I appreciate you as usual. If you like travel content, we're going to Vegas soon, Hawaii, then India for 3 months, Vietnam for 3 months, and then Thailand this year. So definitely get ready for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya!